future Mariners. Hi, this is Ganesh. So I am an Indian seafarer. I am working on a container ship, which is the part of the CMA CGM shipping company. So my vessel name is CMA CGM Rimbad. So I have experience on this ship more than 6 months. So I sailing through the oceans. So now I will explain how many countries I have visited in my past 6 months. So what are the port should I cover in my past 6 months? So now I will explain which is my first port as a Deck Cadet. I was started my journey. So I am from the properly from Hyderabad, Telangana, so India. So I am basically I joined my first vessel from Hyderabad International Airport, which is known as called Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. So from I got my flight is Cathay Pacific flight from Hyderabad to the direct international departure to the Hong Kong International Airport. From the Hong Kong, so I have the connecting flight there to the Shanghai International Airport, which is known as the Pudong International Airport. So from that, from Hyderabad to Hong Kong to then Shanghai. So after that Shanghai, so when I go to the port, so agent will be receive me. So then after that, I will go to the hotel stay for more than 2 days. So in my hotel, I have a lot of experience with other crew members who also join us from other companies. So it's basically a seafarer hotel. So that is a great experience. I have to share their experience, my experience as how should I feel my first time to the ship joining. So in my hotel, everything is very excellent. Facilities they are providing. So after 2 days, my agent was called me, then told me, so Mr. Ganesh, so we have the departure tomorrow. So vessel is arriving in the Shanghai International Container Terminal. So that agent was coming to the hotel, then he was receive me. So we will start to the hotel to the port. So in this journey, so I am going along with the agent to the port. So we have the some permits and from documentation everything we cleared the China immigration. So after that I joined my first vessel CMA CGM Rimbad at this container terminal. So this is the Shanghai International Container Terminal, which is the 24 lakhs TEU capacity, which is the world biggest and busiest port in the world. So generally most of the my friends and some other seafarers also have experience who are the sailing on this container vessel. They have to know this is the complete a biggest island. So in this island, the more container have in the world, so more capacity. So when I joined my first vessel, so when I walking through my gangway, so I will when I see my first ship, so it was like mind blowing. I can't believe this. I did not see my first any vessel before that. So I see the one vessel in Chennai, which is in my pre-sea training. In my pre-sea training, we have the port visit. So in port visit, I seen MV Swaraj vessel. So MV Swaraj vessel, it is not a big vessel, not a container vessel. It is a passenger vessel. So sailing from the Chennai to the Andaman Nicobar. So in this vessel is for other part, but come to my CMA CGM Rimbad vessel, this vessel is the more than 300-meter length and 64-meter wide. So this is a dual fuel engine. It is carries more than 10,000 containers at a single voyage. So after joining my first sailing through my ship, so I went to the accommodation. I have some entries and some documentation process. I submitted all the documents to my captain. So he received me very well. So I'm the luckiest person on this ship because I'm the first Indian Deck Cadet who is joining on the CMA CGM Rimbad vessel. So when I go to the ship office, so they will be receiving very good and they will ask for the documentation and everything. Then I will submit my all documentation to my third officer who is also Indian. So after that, they provide my accommodation room cabin. So we will call at the land is room, but it's come to at the shippy language, room is nothing but the cabin. So in all the ships, as per the maritime law and maritime SMCP, that maritime standard maritime communication phase. So as per the SMCP, we will call to the is as cabin. So in the cabin, they will provide my cabin. So I will settle in the cabin. So I will sleep tonight. So almost times around after 4:30. So after 4:30, they don't give me any job to any for me. So after that, I was stay in my cabin for entire night. So when I am sleeping, when I was wake up at morning 8 o'clock, the ship was already departure from the port. So after the so when I wake up and I want to see the ocean, see the come outside and see the ocean. So already we are not in the port. We almost departure from the port. So after that. So from my first port is Shanghai International Airport to we have the more than 28 days of long voyage to the Chile, San Antonio, which is known as Latin American. So I have the long voyage from the Shanghai International Container Terminal to the Chile, San Antonio Container Terminal. So after Chile, I went to the Chansi, Peru. So Peru country. After Chansi, we Lima, Calao International Container Terminal, which is now you don't most of the mariners also know that this Calao port. So for me, the best port is like Calao because I have a lot of shore experience over there. So I visited to the country and everything is very excellent experience there. After that, we have to go like our vessel departure from. So after the Pasoja, Ecuador country, so we departure from the port. So after our next arrival port is Yokohama, Japan. So it is almost like 25 days of the long voyage. So from the North Pacific Ocean. So after that Yokohama we reached. Then from Yokohama also we have a lot of experience with other crews and everything. So for me, and that is a great port. After that we departure from that port and we arrival in the New Busan, New South Korea. So after South Korea, we went to the Chinese port from the Kindo, Ningbo, and Shanghai. So after that Shanghai, so we have cover more than 3 ports in China. After that, our last port is deep same port as which port is I was joined before that port. So from the Shanghai to the again we have the same route which is called as Aksa 1. So from that Shanghai to again I went to the Chile to Chansi to Peru, Lima, then again to the Pasoja. After Pasoja we went again to the Japan. So after that Japan we went again to the South Korea. Then after South Korea we went to the Kindo. So from the China. So after that we again come to the New Busan because our vessel was changing our route from AXA line 1 to the CBX line. So in the CBX line, you know, China Base Express, known as from like this line was changed. So that this is the different route, and before we sail is different route. So after that, we got update from the master. So our vessel is changing our route from the AXA line to the CBX line. So we are going from the Malaysia and Vietnam. The master told. So officially we received that we are going to the Vietnam from the South Korea. So from the South Korea we went to the Vietnam. After Vietnam we are again coming from the China. So we are going from the new port Yantian International Container Terminal. After that we went to the Kindo, Ningbo, and again we are coming to the Shanghai International Container Terminal. So after that this is my last port. Whenever I joined from this port, again my sign off also from this port. So after that I went to the um, master cabin. So master gives me all my documentation and my all documents. After that my sign off was everything is ready. Then again my sign off agent was come to the port and he received us, and I have the flight from the same port whichever I previously joined. So from the Podang International Container Terminal to the direct hotel stay 1 day. Then again after hotel stay I went to the Podang International Container Terminal. So before that in Chinese we don't need, as a seafarer we don't need any visa because before when I join as my first vessel I have the Chinese visa, but for second sign off after 6 months my visa was already expired. So company will be arrange everything. So if you are a mariner, so if you want to join vessel, so you don't think about the visas and this part. Company will be take care of everything about you, your everything. So if you are going from your home to the ship and ship to home, everything they will be take care of you. So they will give some temporary visa card. After that you will be show to the port immigration. After that I went to the direct Hong Kong International Container Terminal. So this is the connecting flight. Then again to the Delhi International port. So after that I went to the Hyderabad. Now I am at the home. So thank you.